My name is Olowonjo Chala, and I am the co-founder of Alaffia. I was born in Kamboli, which is 75 kilometers toward the Benin border in Togo. My childhood will be what you would think of as a market in Togo. A market in Togo, like all markets around the world, they're a bit crazy, noisy, because my father has 42 children and multiple wives, so it's always very busy in our house or in our compound. My mother is a farmer because she never set foot in school, and in Togo, the great majority of people are farmers. Like all things in Togo, remedies or life is passed on. So my grandfather learned from his grandfather, and my mother learned from the grandmothers. To me, understand the values of the traditional settings that we have here in Togo, it was very clear to me that there's only one way that Togo or the continent of Africa can get out of poverty. And the only way they can do that is to participate in the mobilizations of our resources, which mean traditional knowledge. Anybody can make a machine, but not everybody in the world can make shea nut into shea butter without using chemicals. So essentially, Alaffia is not only sharing the traditional method of production, but is also sharing the health that's derived from those traditional methods. Alaffia represents both tangible and intangible aspect of human life. The tangible aspect of Alaffia is that we collect the shea nuts and we process them by using traditional methods and put them in American market, specifically in a natural channel. And that money goes into funding a long-term community empowerment project. We have something to offer the world. It is not about always what can the West do for us. It's what can we do for the West. My hope for my children will be similar to what I have derived from my mother, is that they will see the humility in people. I want them to feel a sense of pride onto where they come from. Because often Africa is looked down as a continent that no person should have come from. And I want them to see that this very continent is the heart of the earth. And I want them to be very prideful to have their father come of it. And at the same time, I certainly want them to be very proud to have their mother come from America, because America has done things on earth that no other countries have done. I will wish, and beyond wish, I would demand that they will find a better way than my wife, to combine both worlds for the betterment of humankind. we saw Alaffia. And 10 years later, without having outside capital investment, and solely based on those techniques that have been learned for thousands of years, we have been able to participate in the global economy today. So what that tells me is that we do not need to standardize our system, that people can be people, cultures can be diverse, women can have equality in Africa and elsewhere in the world without all of us adopting the Western system of society. I think that the quote-unquote modern society can coexist with traditional knowledge. We just have to come together in understanding that each of us are unique. It's the diversity that we all have that makes us unique, that creates joy and pleasure in life. And that's what we live for.